Okay, guys, so YouTube Live was a failure for reading today. I will try to figure it out for math by this afternoon. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try just to do the recording like I normally do. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the story. We're continuing point of view. So go to 264 of Basketball Ballet. I'm going to read the story out loud. If you've already read the story, that's fine. But I'm going to read it out loud. I'm sorry, I'm a little under the weather. So starting with Basketball Ballet, it says, "There's a new kid in our class. I told my friend Aiden as we hung up our coats at the back of the classroom." "How do you know?" Aiden asked. "He moved in next door to me," I said, sitting down at my desk. "Mom and I brought muffins over yesterday." "Class, please welcome Brady Walker," Miss Simpson said while my new neighbor stood beside her. "Brady, tell the class something about yourself." Miss Simpson said, "I'm from California," said Brady. "I have a dog that eats all of my stuff." Everyone giggled. The dog sounds just like mine, I thought. I like I like baseball and basketball, and I take dance class." "Dance class?" Aiden yelled. "That's for girls." The whole class laughed, and Brady's face turned bright red. "That's enough," Miss Simpson said. So I'm going to pause. We just finished reading paragraph 11. And I'm noticing that we have this new student who just got laughed at because of Aiden's comment, "That's for girls." So already, I noticed Aiden made that comment about being for girls. I'm thinking he's not that nice of a person at this point, based off these actions I'm seeing of what he has said. So paragraph 12. At lunch, Brady walked over to an empty seat at my table. "Hi, Emilio," Brady said to me. "Thanks again for those awesome muffins. Can I sit here?" I was about to say yes, but Jordan put his foot on the chair. "This seat is taken," he said. "Sit with the girls." I'm going to pause. So already I'm seeing Jordan, who's this other character, and he seems to also not be that kind right now by saying that he can't sit with them because he should go sit with the girls because he does dance. So right now it's sounding like this kid's really off to a bad start with this new school. So paragraph 15, Aiden laughed. Brady walked away and sat by himself. 17. That afternoon, Brady sat by himself on the bus. I felt bad for him, so I thought about sitting with him, but I didn't want to get picked on. I remember how everyone teased me when I went to knit a scarf for Miss Simpson. I didn't like being teased, so I gave up knitting. But what would have happened if I stood up for myself? When I got home, I made a peanut butter and pickle sandwich. My dog Gus was barking in the living room window, and I walked over to see why. And Brady was shooting baskets in the driveway. He was really good. I went back to the kitchen to get my sandwich, but he was gone. Gus stood by the counter with a tiny pickle hanging from his mouth. The next day, we had gym with Coach Kelly. "Today we're playing basketball," Coach Kelly announced. "Emilio and Natalie will be captains. Emilio, you pick first." I looked around the room and noticed Brady, and it felt like a giant robots were wrestling inside of my stomach. And I didn't want to get laughed at, but I knew what I had to do. "I choose Brady," I said. "What?" Aiden yelled. "He can't play basketball." A giant smile spread across Brady's face, and he ran up and stood beside me. "Why did you pick me?" he asked. "I wasn't a good friend yesterday," I said. "Plus, I know you're good at basketball." We started playing, and Brady made 10 baskets and stole the ball from Aiden 4 times. "Wow," Aiden said to Brady. "Where did you learn those moves?" Brady smiled. "Ballet class." Aiden looked at me, then at Brady. "Could you teach me?" Brady, Aiden, and I started hanging out together all the time after that. Usually we were in Brady's driveway practicing until basketball ballet. Excuse me, guys. All right, so what we're going to do and what we're focusing on today, you can see in the lesson plan, is just figuring out our problem, solution, and lesson learned. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video if you're watching this playback, and I want you to do a main idea jot really quick in your book. And I want you just to write down the problem, the solution, and lesson learned. It could be anywhere in your book. So maybe I'm going to turn my page to 266, and I just wrote a little jot right there. There you go. PSLL, problem, solution, lesson learned. Pause the video. I want you to write down the problem. I want you to write down the solution. I want you to write down lesson learned. After you've written that down, I want you to hit play again on the video. Okay, so our problem from the story had to do with our friend, sorry guys, had to look at our friend Brady. So the problem is Brady was not being treated well, and then also that Emilio, who's telling our story, kind of had this internal struggle about what to do with his friend. or being a friend because he didn't want to be made fun of. So his problem is kind of twofold. We have that Brady is being made fun of and that Emilio doesn't know how to handle it. The solution is at the end of the story when Emilio decides that he's going to stick up for Brady and actually decide to show that he's a friend. Lesson learned? There could be more than one lesson learned. I would say probably having to do with sticking up for people would be a good lesson learned. Also, maybe not giving up just because people might be discouraging you. So we have problem, solution, lesson learned. And now what we're going to do is we're going to focus in on our point of view towards Brady. So we have 3 characters, if you look at your graphic organizer on 266, that we're going to focus on. We're going to do one together, and then you're going to do the other 2 yourself, and then take a photo and upload it into the Google Classroom. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Emilio together. So we need to figure out Emilio's point of view towards Brady and details. Details are those key details, his actions, what he said, what he did. So if I go back to my text, I'm going to find some key details about Emilio and what he did towards Brady. I want to focus in on especially towards the end in paragraph 24 when Emilio chooses Brady to be on his team. So therefore he sticks up for him. He picks him to be on the team. So I'm going to write that down. Picks for team. So I'm just writing 3 words. It does not need to be a complete sentence. It's just a graphic organizer. He picks him for the team. Okay. And then also prior to this happening, when they were sitting at lunch, he wanted Emilio to sit with him. So he was going to tell him he could. So wants him to join at lunch. Remember, these details are actually what has happened, what was done, or what was said. So based off of these things that Emilio did, wanting him to sit with lunch for him, wanting him to play basketball, I think that he likes Brady. I think he wants to be his friend. So I'm going to say Emilio likes Brady, and that's his point of view. Remember, point of view being what somebody thinks or feels about something or someone. So that's it for today. I will try to get the YouTube live going up for math today. What I need you to do now is you are going to fill out this graphic organizer for Aiden and Jordan. You do not need to answer multiple choice questions today. We're going to do that tomorrow. So today, all you're doing is the graphic organizer. Take a picture in the Google Classroom and upload it to the document. If you need anything, send me an email.